So, I do think that being persistent is a good thing, but after attempting to download my last video for, I don't know, maybe 30 times, I thought it's time to start fresh because I don't know what the malfunction was. So, here's what I'd like to talk about today. Let us say, hypothetically, that the Biden crime family, let's just say that this is a real thing. All right? Well, we'll just say that he, like many different politicians, both Republican, Democrat, and politicians all over the world, let's just say that there are some things that he's done over his very long career that have been shady. All right. So that's a possibility. I don't know. I don't know his whole career, but I do know this. There is no evidence of it. There is no evidence that he has done anything that is illegal. So here's something that we could all do, and this will help us all as far as our political system in general, and then maybe we could get rid of as much, if not all, of possible corruption that there is, okay? So number one, dark money, super PACs, things of this nature. We must pass legislation that bars all of our representatives, our senators, presidents, vice presidents, Supreme Court, all of them need to not be allowed to accept any of this money. Then we will not have senators and presidents and so on owned, by corporations or billionaires. Okay, so there's number one. That needs to be done. That's a failing of the system. Number two, we also need to stop insider trading. So as we have things standing now, our Congress people are allowed to make trades and things in large numbers and large sums that you and I are not allowed to do. So we must do away with that and make sure that this is also passed new legislation that does not allow that. Number three, unlike what we have for some, we need to have term limits for everyone. This one I'm putting directly at the Supreme Court. Now, there's no reason that a Supreme Court should have a heavily weighted court with 3 justices who lied under oath and then were elected, and there were great consequences that went against the majority of the American public. So there's number 3. And then, of course, also directed mostly at the Supreme Court, but at all of our elected officials, judges, senators, whatever, ethical accountability. There needs to be new legislation made about ethical accountability and what will happen, the consequences if these rules are broken. So those are the 4 things that I think could be implemented that I know would make a difference. You tell me what you think in the comments below, and then back to this nonsense of the Biden crime family. I mean, it's laughable. It's really laughable when you look at the Trump organization. Now, I don't personally care one way or another what happens with Hunter Biden. He obviously broke some laws. Now it's going back and forth between making him a scapegoat, or is he really getting punished as anyone else would? You know what? That's his problem. I don't care. And you know why I don't care? Because I'm not in a cult like you MAGA people are in a goddamn fucking cult. So investigate all you must, but just this revenge tactics that the House of Representatives is wasting all of our time with when we could be working on the problems of this country, the problems of this globe, and all of the many things that need to get done. We're fucking around with stupidity. So we all know that this is just a ploy, but by all means, you investigate them. If you find real evidence, fine, but I think you're wasting our time. So with that, I would like to say I'm glad to be back. I was on vacation. I wish I still were, but vacations cannot last forever. So with that, I hope everyone has a great Tuesday, a great rest of your week. And as always, fuck off, MAGA. And to everyone else, peace.